Okay, today we were talking about a questionnaire analysis. Questionnaire. This is the very basic for questionnaire. Uh, even the final week we were talking about SEM. If you don't have any idea about a questionnaire, you cannot understand what about a structure equation model. So I think I have to talk about the questionnaire analysis. If you have the knowledge of the questionnaire analysis, then you will understand what is the SEM. Okay, SEM right now is very popular, but about the paper right now is up to now maybe it's over 1,000, even 10,000. Yeah, there are many paper is discussing about the SEM, but I think we still in your study you someday maybe you have to using the questionnaire, but if you want to submit the paper, normal or basic questionnaire analysis, it's not so easy to be accepted. Yeah, you have to play the trick. Yeah, about the SEM. Yeah, because there are already maybe 10,000, over 10,000 or 20,000 paper on the journal. So, but if you don't have the knowledge, you cannot understand. So I think we have to pass about this. Okay. This is a procedure of a questionnaire analysis. If we want to distribute a questionnaire, there is two very important procedures here. First is the pre-test questionnaire, pre-test. And then the validity and the reliability analysis. If your questionnaire passed the pre-test questionnaire, the testing of this, okay, you can move to this analysis. And if you already pass the validity and the reliability analysis, you can write in the paper, even submit for publication. Okay. But how to make a questionnaire? You should have some modification or background. What is background? For example, you have written a lot of paper, right? And for example, there are a lot of people. Now we are during the COVID-19, right? So a lot of paper, right? They always discussing about after the COVID-19 or during the period of the COVID-19, people or any industries to compete with the COVID-19, right? For example, fishery and shipping, transporting, yeah, everything, every industry during the period of the COVID-19, how they to compete with it, yeah. So that is a very good issue for us to write in the paper, but it is also hard to write a paper because it is very hard to collecting the data. Yeah, but right now, because we are already moved into the computer era, because we can distribute our questionnaire by the internet, right? Right now it's very convenient for us to distribute our questionnaire. Maybe 10 years or 20 years ago, 1990 or 1918, it's very hard to distribute the questionnaire because you have to go to face to face to distribute, ask the people about the question. So it's very hard to correct it. But right now it's very easy to correct. But easy to correct, on the other hand, you will receive a lot of the, we say fat. Yeah, fat or incorrect, yeah, response, right? Okay. But in the beginning, we believe people, all the testers, all the people who help you to writing the answer the item of the questionnaire, they are honestly and truly for your answer. Okay? Yeah. I will introduce about this. So, in your mind, if you have a very good issue, okay, first you have to collect a lot of data, okay, before or present data. And then you start to make about the structure of your research. What issue you want to study? Yeah, for example, you want to compare the COVID-19 the appearance and the appearance of the COVID-19 before and after, or during, or right now. Yeah, you are comparing resilience about any industry. Okay, how they to compare with the COVID-19. Okay, if you have a good issue, you will construct a questionnaire. Okay. This is a very traditional questionnaire. We always thinking about, for example, this is the issue or your topic. You already set up your topic about your research. Then you start to construct. Construct it meaning to write in the question. Every question here we call that is an item. Okay. For example, one questionnaire you have 2 questions. That means you have if you have 20 questions, that means you have 20 items. Okay. For example, okay, you have 20. So you have 20 items, not question. Okay. This is a very traditional or typical question. Okay, you are write down the question what you want to answer. Okay, and you will give a selection of the answer. Usually, we use the answer is the limited answer. What is limited? What is opening? Limited answer, it means I just give you 5 answers. And you only have 1 choose from the 5 answer, right? And this is what we call limited answer. Opening answer is okay, you give me your opinion. So if you give me an opinion, I cannot I am hard or not so easy to make a conclusion in my paper. So usually questionnaire we give the tester a limited answer. The famous answer, the questionnaire we call that Likert 5-point questionnaire. Likert 5-point. This guy, he designed a questionnaire answers only 5 points. Yeah, because people's feeling can roughly divide into 5 theory. Okay. For example, this usually is a dislike. Or disagree. Very much. This is disagree. About your question, I agree. I agree very much. No, on the other hand, I disagree. I disagree very much. Okay. No comment. Agree. Agree very much. Usually we have the 5 answer. This answer you only choose one. Only one answer you can choose. That is what we call Likert 5-point question. Okay, usually. I think everybody, you have the ability to make the questionnaire. You have the ability to make a questionnaire. I think for everyone, you are no problem. But if you already constructed your questionnaire, you want to distribute your questionnaire. That what we call distribute and retrieve, right? But before you distribute and retrieve, you have to make a pre-test the questionnaire. What is pre-test the questionnaire? Because you have to using some people to answer your questionnaire to make sure your questionnaire can be official questionnaire. Official is formal. It's being formal. What is formal? What is being formal questionnaire? It means there is no any problem among your items, because the expression of any people, I mean the writing ability for any person is not so good, it's not so better. You understand? For example, I want to tell you something, or I want to write a paragraph in my paper. If your ability in writing paper is good, they will make a very good paragraph description in your paper, right? But if I am the for example, I'm the primary school student, maybe my expression is not so good. Yeah, understand? Yeah. So after you make down your questionnaire, first you have to distribute your primary question. You have to distribute your primary questionnaire to some people and then retrieve back, and then you have make a very important test. We call that is items analysis. What is items analysis? There are 6 methods. There will have 6 methods. Today I will tell you for you to test your items, to test the items in your questionnaire. And after you testing, after you use this items analysis, you will understand or you will decide what items should be deleted or what items should be left. Understand? Yeah. So we have the 6 methods for items analysis. Actually, pre-test the questionnaire, they have two methods. One is items analysis. The other, we give our questionnaire to ask some expert, right? Some expert for what? To correct your items. You understand? Yeah. But now, I don't talk about how the experts. We're just talking about item analysis. Why we want to do the item analysis? Because we don't know every item is suitable or have the relationship about our topic. For example, if you want to know the success of some restaurant or some industry, you want to know the factor or the factor how the industry they can why they manage so good, so successfully. You want to investigate or you want to research about this. You make some question, but you have to. For example, you want to know about a restaurant, okay? A restaurant. You know, in somewhere they have a very popular restaurant, and they earn a lot of money. You want to make a research about how they can earn so much money successfully. You want to know about the reason, the factor, right? So you had better go to the restaurant there and start to watching, monitoring every day there. Why? Oh, you looking, the people, why they come here? They enjoy the food. They come here. They enjoy the music, enjoy the every equipment or device, the restaurant. For the traveler, for the customer. So after you are watching, after your investigation, you write down the questioning, right? So after you are watching and monitoring every day, the people come to the restaurant, right? You watching everything. So you write down. Every item will be very, very relative, very, very close to the issue. But some people, because his writing ability is so poor, maybe he will write something not so close to the topic. For example, he will say, "Oh, because we are studying about the success, the reason of the success of a restaurant, right? But your paragraph is, Dr. Liu is very handsome. Oh, right. Oh, no, it's not so correct. Dr. Liu is very handsome. That is no problem. No need to discuss again. But it cannot appear here, right? Not close to the issue. But I'm the author. I don't know. I don't know the question is suitable, fitable, or correct. I don't know. So I have to distribute my primary questionnaire to some people and retrieve them. And then by using this sex test, we will understand, this is very close to the issue. This is not close to the issue. This is not close to the issue, so we have to delete. You understand? So that is what we have to do about the end, the objective of the pretest question. What we want to do, we want to know what question, what item should be left, or what question should be deleted. We have to using the item analysis. Okay, for example, I have the 20 items, and after item analysis, I found, the second question should be deleted. So I will reconstruct. A newer questionnaire, and this was 1 to 19. So this is what we call official questionnaire or formal official. Understand? Yeah. And then you got the formal questionnaire, you can distribute and retrieve to a lot of people. And then when you retrieve the questionnaire, you still have one procedure you have to do. Validity and reliability analysis. Why we have to do validity and reliability analysis? Why? Because you got the official questionnaire, it distribute to the person, right? To the tester. Just like you go to the sea to survey and just sampling data, just like sampling data. Maybe you distribute 200 people, right? So your sample size is 200. Why we want to do the validity and reliability? Because 200 people's answer can or cannot represent the population. $200 people, their response their characteristic, their character can represent the older people. Understand? Their answer can represent all the people here. If you got higher validity and reliability, if you got these two higher, usually is should have a higher than 0.8. Okay. Then 200 persons respond can represent the population. If they don't, if you didn't pass the validity, reliability, oh my God, you have to go back to modify your questionnaire and then do it again. And do it again. Okay. Okay. If you passed these two analyses, congratulations, you can use your result to write a paper, okay? But here, people, the researcher always using the data to do parametric statistics. It is wrong. It is wrong. What is parametric? What is non-parametric? If you pass this, you can use the answer, all the answer, to do the statistic. But the statistic you have to use is non-parametric, not parametric. What do you mean? Understand? If you have any question, just hand out your hand. Okay? Statistics can be divided to two types. One is parametric statistics. The other is non-parametric statistics. What is parametric statistics? The data you use is come from normal distribution. The data you use were coming from the normal distribution. Normal distribution. The data you use is come from normal distribution. What is normal distribution? Right? They have the tendency, some tendency, they will concentrate on some location, right? Your data will concentrate. They have a tendency. That means the normal distribution data. If your data is not come from the normal distribution, if your data you use is come from non-normal distribution, non-normal distribution, the statistic is what we call non-parametric statistic, because the data is come from not normal distribution. What kind of data is come from non-normal? For example, we will go to somewhere, but we cannot decide it. Oh, okay, run it. And One is positive, the other is negative, right? Uh, the, the answer will not appear the tendency, right? The, the distribution is a positive, negative. When we throw this coin more time, the probability we are almost equal, right? Almost equal. So this kind of the statistic, we call that non-parametric statistic. This kind of the parametric statistic, because the data is come from normal distribution, so we call parametric statistic. After 2 tests, you pass that. You want to make the statistic. You have to use the statistic. The method you have to use is non-parametric, not parametric. Not parametric is you have to use non-parametric. For example, chi-square. Chi-square test is one kind of the non-parametric test. Okay. I find timber, right? You post average weighted mean, right? What do you want to use it? You want to know the question. The question of people. You want to know the question of people. Their meaning is close to where, right? Close to which one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why? One is very much dislike, right? Dislike, disagree, no comment, agree, agree very much, right? So you want to use the average weighted meaning to estimate the answer is close where, right? Do you think that is correct? A lot of people use the average of the answer, right? But it's wrong. Why? Why? Because all the data, all the answer from the questionnaire, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we key this data into the Excel, right? We key the data into the Excel sheet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are all the what kind? Nominal scale data. Nominal scale data. Nominal scale data is what it means. That it means the data you key in the Excel, for example, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5. This is Why? What do you mean? It's the position, it's the location. You answer the data. Oh, I'm the first one answering your question. About the first item, I sign the fifth position. You mean, I'm very agree about your question. This is 5, 4, 3. They are not value. They are not value. Okay? They is just a counting count or a position or a location. A location I answer here. So you cannot use all this data to estimate their average. Cannot. Why? I give you an example. I remember last week I already tell you. Okay. For example, question one. For example, question one, okay? Question one. For example, question one, okay? Your sample size. Your sample size, there are exactly 50%. 50% for the question one, they answered first. And exactly, there are also 50%, they answer fine. Okay. How do you think? If you want to get the average, okay? The average, how about the weighted average? Or the mean? You will be 50% times 1 and 50% times 5, right? And divide by total of the number, right? Total of the person. How many people? 100, right? And you got 50 and 250 and 100 and then 300 and 100 and you got 3. Congratulations. Congratulations. Your result is all the 100%, the answer is no comment. You understand? So you cannot, why I say you cannot calculate weighted average, because there is no person, the answer, there is no answer here. But your average is 3. Your answer, your result tell me, oh, all the 100%, their answer is no comment. Actually, they are quite different. They are quite different. This is a Brazil, this is the Ukraine. They're quite different. So cannot, I suggest, if you pass these two analysis, then you will doing descriptive statistics. Then you are doing non-parametric statistics. For example, chi-square. What? Yeah. Why? Right? I will explain. Yeah. Good. You're smart and sensitive. Yeah, very sensitive. Angle. Any question? You're also very sensitive. You laughed. So you understand we are talking while we are discussing. Yeah, good. I will explain. Okay. And then? So why some people, some researcher, they submit a paper, why they will be rejected? Because they use wrong method. Why wrong method? Always here. They always use the, just like you, they always use the weighted average. I ever been the reviewer. If some people they're doing about the ICM or questionnaire, the first thing I will check is you after all the two tests, but if you using the parametric analysis, I will reject it. I will give you the example like this. Can you explain? Can you explain why it happened? You understand? So I saw you you attached a lot of the video about how to calculate the weighted average weighted mean. How to do it? It's very easy. That is the parametric school statistics, mathematics. It's very easy. But here, you cannot use it. Yeah. A lot of people, 100 people, their result is no comment. No, half is very agree. Half is very much disagree. It will make you wrong. So you will say, how can I express their answer? Express. How? No. Right? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I cannot use the mean. I can use mode, right? Some people answer this, some people answer here, some people answer here, some people answer here. But a lot of people answer here. Okay, I use it. I use the mode. Some people answer here. Some people use it. I use the more. I use more to represent all the data. Represent, okay? Represent. Okay? Yeah, okay. So this is the procedure of the questionnaire analysis. Here is very important. I strongly, honestly, very, very strongly recommend. I strongly recommend you don't use the parametric analysis. You have to find about a non-parametric. But you are worried about, oh my God, if you want to compare two population, how to do it? As we know, parametric analysis, we want to compare two population. We can use the t-test, right? And the t-test includes one sample t-test, independent t-test, and dependent t-test. But how can, if we want to compare two population, the answer, no t-test, cannot use t-test. But actually, non-parametric statistics, they also have a t-test for the non-parametric data, for the non-normal data, okay, non-normal distribution data. Don't worry, I will tell you. I hear the barrier, so we take a rest. Okay, here I mail you the displaced data today. I already mailed the data to you. I hope you will open it and download the data and decompress on the desktop. Okay, you will. You using your email? Right now I already email you, and you download the zip and displace the data on your computer. I think you already got the email I mail you, right? Chapter 5 compressed. And please download on your desk and displace the data, okay? And you will see PPT file and two SPSS data. Do you get it? Okay, if you got the email and downloaded the data, and please open the SPSS software. Please open the SPSS, and we open an older data file. We open a data file for the chapter 5-IA. As you can see here, there are 19 items in the questionnaire, and all the sample size is about 200. Yeah, here. Okay, and we use this sample to doing about the item analysis. About this 6, or we use the 6 method to analyze the 19 items. One is independent t-test, independent sample t-test. Okay, independent t-tester. Okay, how do we do? Oh, before we doing this, you will ask me. How about a questionnaire? The item, the number of item. How about how much items? How many items? How many questions is fitable or suitable? If you are doing a normal questionnaire, the item, the number of the item I suggest have between 30 to 50. You're doing a questionnaire, right? The numbers of items, how many? 1, 2, 3, how many question is suitable, is fitable? I suggest 30 to 50. Okay, 30 to 50 is suitable, fitable. Don't do it too much, because everyone is very busy. Okay, you understand? Nobody will answer your question. Even you give me a pen, a gift, so cheap. If you give me a golden ring, I will answer, but you will not do it, right? So 30 to 50 is actually. We ever doing the not me. Some people ever doing a research about how many numbers of items people, the response of the people. 10. Okay. 20. In his heart. 30. The turburation is 30, 40, 50. Okay, close. Exactly close. When I got to end, when I becoming too angry, okay, exactly 50. And thank you. Yeah. Especially if you are pretty girl. Okay. Yeah, no problem. Okay. But about 60. Over 60, 200, to 100, to 200, I will give you a knife. Cut everything, okay? So 30 to 40 is exactly. Don't do that too much. Or you will be cut by the tester. And how many questionnaire officer? Oh no, sorry. 4 more. Question. How many? I mean correct. Respond. How many? The number of your items. For example, the number of your item is n. Is n. So the response, correct response. What is correct response? I will explain. The correct response should be 10. 10 times. What is the correct response? What is correct response? For example, people answer the question. If you got the response like that, from the first item to the end of the item is the same answer. How do you think? Is correct or not correct? Not good. If your sample size is very lower, it's very small, you can use it. You understand? But the only thing we worry is that, oh, I answered all the questions, but oh, I missed. When I retried, I take back the questionnaire, I find someone lost. Someone lost answering my question. This is no use. So when you distribute the questionnaire, when you get back, I mean retrieve, you get back the questionnaire, you have to check it carefully. Oh, sir, you forgot to answer this. You forgot to answer it. Please answer again. Okay, I answer. Okay, that's good. But if you mistake, sorry, this response cannot use. Understand? But sometimes we have the one from the first item to the end item. They have the same. They always give you the same answer. We can use them. We can use this sample. We can. Okay. But sometimes people they will give you some answer just like a thunder answer. What is thunder answer? Just like a thunder. Thunder, right? Can we use this questionnaire? Can. If he didn't miss any answer, he answered all the questions. We can use this data. Understand? Even the data is thunder. You can use it. Okay? Because you don't have too much money. You don't have too much time. You don't have too much time to waiting for their response. You don't have too much money to go there to ask them, right? So every response is important. But I think not all the people just like, well, no. Only some people are stranger. How can I say? Actually, SPSS, AMOS, that is just a tools. tools help you to calculate your your data quickly. It's just a tools. You also can use the calculator. If you have time, you can use the calculator, right? But SPSS is the tools to help you estimating your data quickly. If you know every formula, for example, you want to calculate the t-test, right? Okay, if you remember the t-test or just like you know the formula, okay, you can use it. You can use the calculator to calculate every data, right? Yeah. So why I want to teach about we using the SPSS. Actually, there are many free software on the website. JSP. Is a very good software for statistics. You can use it. You can download to use it. Yeah, you don't need to pay anything because a lot of people are writing the programming for the GSP. It is not like the R language. R language you have to use the language to program, but this software is very similar to the SPSS. Yeah, you just put it. You just read from the file, and then you just click the function of any testing. You can use this, but this is I find it recently, so I didn't pray about this. But I think it is a very good software for you because the graphic of the JSP is very is beautiful than the SPSS. Sometimes if you want to succeed in submitting paper, your output picture should be beautiful. Yeah, yeah. So you have to learn in some graphic software. You use some graphic software to help you to draw some beautiful picture. For example, one of the software I usually use is a graphic. some people pronounce grabber. Okay, grabber. This is a very good software you can use. It is generated by the Golden Software company. It can use. It can draw a lot of statistical picture for you. Yeah, and make the output is better. Yeah, if you are a good skillful on using this data and use it to help you to draw in the output of your data, you are more success in submitting. Yeah, SPSS is the ability of plotting drawing is not so good. It's the ability of the SPSS is good at the calculating. It's very quick than other software, for example, SAS, or any other. But the graph, the function of the plotting is not so good. Yeah. Sometimes I use the Excel. For example, we drawing the box plot. You can use the Excel to draw a very beautiful box plot. So you have to skillful on using the software. But I suggest that this grapher is good. It's come from Golden Software company. How much is it? NTT is about 36. You can. I always suggest to my department buy one software. When you someday when you go back to your university, go back to your school, right? You can suggest that your department buy one, because sometimes when you submit the paper, the editor or reviewer, they will ask you the serial number of the software you use. You understand? Yeah. So they will ask, you use the SPSS to calculate everything, right? Okay. Can you tell me about your statistics serial number? Oh my God. This reviewer, it must come from the company. Yeah. So I ever submit a paper, and the first question is, can you write down your software, the serial of your software? Shh, oh my God. All my software is taken from the road. Oh my God. Yeah. But we cannot everyone buy one software, right? For example, your computer, you have the Windows operation system. Windows operation system in Taiwan, 30,000. Only Windows operation system just can make you open the computer, but nothing can do. You have to buy the Office. Office also 30,000. All right, everything. Right? Yeah. So, but really, I ever met the editor and the reviewer. They are very strictly. The first question you ask you, can you write down the serial number of the software you use? Okay. If you give the reviewer the clicker number, you will come to check. Because I used the number you send as you. Understand? Yeah. This software is not expensive, but for every person is expensive. So you can ask your your company, your department, only buy one, and everyone use the same serial number. Because I and you not always submit together at the same time, right? Yeah. Or you can use this. We are college. We are good friends. We share the subway. Why cannot? Yeah. Right? Okay. Yeah, I suggest this or this. You can download about this. It's very good software for the statistics you can use. All right. The first method is independent t-test. Okay. Independent t-test, as we know, we have to divide. We have to separate the data into two groups. One group is high, we say that high score. The other group is lower score. Why? You already tell us we cannot use the data to estimate, right? But why now you have to estimate your data? Okay, because why we use the independent t-test? Because we want to know every item. For example, the first item, the first question, people, the tester, okay? He realize, he understand what are you asking. If I realize your question, I will make a very clear answer, right? And if all the people make a clear answer, we can separate the answer of the tester into two tests. Question number one. If the question is very clearly or easy to answer, it's very clearly and easily to answer, the response from the tester will also be very clear. And be separate into two groups. I mean, the paragraph of your question is correct and easy to answer. It's very easy to understand what are you asking, right? So the data, all the people, they answer this question, all the data will also be very easily to be separated into two. That means if you use a tester, especially t-test, to test and you up to the significant, if you up to the significant level, up to the significant level, that means people understand about the paragraph, about the question very, very clearly. If the people confused the question you ask, the t-test will not up to the significant level. Because your question is, I don't know, understand. So the answer is about this question. People always maybe confused. So their answer will very, very, very close. Usually close to 3 to 4, usually close here. So the t-test we are non-significant. But here you will ask me why we use the t-test. The t-test is the parametric statistical method, right? Parametric statistical method. Why we use t-test? We just test the position people choose. You understand? Oh, a lot of people choose the same question. A lot of people choose here. They stand close one. A lot of people stand here. A lot of people stand here. Oh, okay. They can separate very clearly. If we find this one, we use the t-test and it up to the significant level. That means your question is clearly and can be used for your study. Can be used for your study, and then that means you have to left your question. This item is very important. Left. Don't delete. If the t-tester cannot up to the significant level, that means people cannot understand what are you asking clearly, cannot image what are you asking, cannot. They confused. So this is not a good question. I suggest you delete. So this is what we use the independent t-test. Okay. Yeah. The range, the distance about the answer, right? Okay, I will confused about your question. Look, you can write me by the email. Okay, I answer you. Okay, maybe I answer you in the group. Okay, yeah. We saving time. Sorry. You write down your question in the email, and I will answer. Okay, so here, if we use the independent t-test, that means if we t-test, the hypothesis is this one is equal, right? Here, the mean is not the value. It's not the data. The value is not. It's the location. the location value. Okay. So if the location is so quite different, that means people know about your answering. If the location is so close, location is one S2, S1. Location is, that means confused. I don't know what are you speaking. Maybe I agree. Maybe I also can disagree, but I cannot make a decision because I don't understand what are you asking, right? So I will confuse. Confused. Okay. Yeah, I will do it. Okay, please. I'll do it as me. Okay. We open this. Okay, and we if we want to do the t-test, I suggest you move to the Excel first, then we move back. Why? Because Excel is more flexible. Okay, we choose our data and then copy, right? Okay, and then we open the Excel and paste our data here. Okay, please do it. Just like me. Okay. We select all the data. Select all the data. Okay, and then press the right hand side button and click the copy, okay? And copy the data to the Excel here, right? Attached, right? Paste. Paste, okay? If you want to close the data, you can click here. Here is the Control A. Control A means you choose every data, and then you click it here. Double click, you can narrow the field length, okay? And then here, from here is the first person. The first person, all the answer for the 19th question, right? And we calculated all the number he answered, okay? And we got it. Summarize. We summarize the data together, and then we got the 72. Okay. Yeah. 72. I say we cannot calculate, but you say why you can? Why now you calculate that? 72 means if you answer the question always 5, how much you will get it? 95, right? I have 19 item. I always answer 5, so I will get the 95. This is the total position. Okay. Yeah. So 72. Maybe some question is lower. Some question is higher. Some question is close to 1 and 2. Some question is close to 4 and 5. So you will get here. Okay. All right. When you already calculate here, you move your mouse to the right down side and double click, and you get the data. Okay, please do it. And then we make the group. What kind of group? High score group and a low score group. What is high score? High score, for example, if you all answer the 5, that means all the question you always agree. If your answer is always first always 1, always 1. You are summarize. We are down to 19, right? Okay. So we sorting the. Whoa. No. Here. You cannot use it. Yeah. You use it. Click. Yeah. Click. Double click. Right? Yeah. And then we sorting by according to the score. Okay. Then we sort our data here. Sort our data here. Sort, okay? And then he will ask the method, how do you sort? According to the T, to the data T here, okay? According to the T, from the lower to higher or to higher to lower, from A to Z or Z to A, that's okay. From A to Z, okay, A to Z. From the lower to higher, okay. Oh, 333. You see, almost all the answer is close to very disagree and very disagree, right? This is a total location, okay? All right, here. Okay, we got it. Then we compare all the data, the forward 27, the backward 27. What do you mean? We have 200 data. 1, 2, 3, 4, 200 data, right? And we already sorting. Here, we make a group. We make a grouping, okay? And the group is the first quarter, okay? The first quarter is the lower counter. I mean, about the 27 percentage. And we choose the higher. This is the lower total lower location. Right? This is the higher location. The first quarter from the first one to the sample size 27 percentage. The higher location is from the highest to the 27 percentage of the data. So from the first to the 227 percentage is about 50, right? So we choose from the first one to the 54%, the answer. We make a label as the first group. As we got it, 54 here. Or the total location is 60. The 55 is the same. So did he belong to the group 1 or not? Belong. We have to add it in our group. So we make a label here. Sorry, I just used 10 minutes, okay? Sorry. Then double click and then okay. click here, enter one, and click here, enter one, and click, double click. This is the group one, okay? And this is the group two, right? And it's 90%, 27% reward, reverse is 200 minus 50 plus 1 is how much? 1.6, right? 147. So from here to 147, this will be the second group. But from here is the second group because all this is the last quarter. This is the first quarter. The first quarter, the second quarter, the third quarter, the fourth quarter. We compare it the first quarter and the last quarter. We compare with these two. But we find it there are also 2 persons. Their total location is also 73. So we added these two guys into our second group. Then we double click. Okay, you will get that. One group is here. The independent t-test is from here. What do we want to test? We want to test this and the first quarter and the last quarter person. Their answer. The location of their answer. Okay? When you got this, please shift and low arrow, shift and down arrow. You understand? If you want to choose all the data from here, the other finger, click and downward arrow. That will choose the data correctly. Okay, and copy. And copy here back to the SPSS. Oh my God, sorry. I forgot to. Oh, so okay. Time is. Sorry. From here. Okay. From here. Yeah. From here. Okay. Actually, it's same. Okay. We choose all the data and copy, and then come back to SPSS. And here, you paste it. Okay? Understand? And at the rest, we doing the t-test, independent sample t-test. Okay. 1 minute. Okay. Just watch me. Okay. Don't do it anything. You just watch independent sample t-test. Okay. Then click C1. Come to the C19. Put the t-test and the where to, and tell him define your group 1 and 2. We use this independent t-test. Okay. Group 1, group 2. Okay, here, and then we got the value. All right. Okay. As you can see, this is the t value. And this is the p probability of your t-test. And they almost is lower than 0.05, right? So that means all the question is up to the significant level. All the question up to the significant level, that means this item should be left, cannot delete, because people understand your question. Okay, so we just check here, okay? Oh my God, yeah, lower than 0.05. No. Okay, so the first independent t-test, all the items we suggest left, not delete, left. That means your questionnaire, all the items, the 19 item is good. Understand? Yeah. And next week we will do the other. And I will tell you how to analyze validity and reality. Okay, well, how to do it. And how about the non-parametric test? How to do it? Okay, is there any question? Yeah, please. Yeah. 25 or 20, right? Yeah, you can use 25. Yeah, but usually we use 27. Yeah, that's okay. You can use the 25, that's okay. That's okay, yeah. Yeah, 27 is it. Normally you use. Yeah. If you want use 25%, so the first quarter is from 1 to 50. How much? 50. Yeah. And the second group is from 151 to 200. Exactly 50. Yeah. First quarter and the fourth quarter. Okay. All right. Yeah. You're just testing about the higher location and the lower location. If the location is quite significantly different, that means they answering this question. When they are answering this question, they are very clearly about your question. If the location is very close, that means they confused. Oh, this question, what are you asking? I cannot understand. So your answer and my answer will be very close. You understand? Yeah. If that is very clear, also there should be some people disagree. There should be some people agree. That is a good question. Okay. Okay. This is because time is limited, so I just can tell you about the first independent t-test and the Pearson relative analysis, or with or without multiplied item. I will tell you next week. And the consistent test, the community factor and loading. What? Oh no, I suggest that you have to make all this test. It's better. It's more objective.